Welcome back to We Eat So Good. This week we'll do a little mini tour through the herb garden, and I'm making garden pesto, and I'll show you how to store it.
That's a lot of ands. That's a lot of stuff in this episode that everyone gets to watch. They are so lucky.
That's true, they are.
So here we are in the garden, checking out the flowers.
They came in real pretty this year.
They did, and we decided to do pesto right now because we were going away for a little bit, and we had a ton of basil, and it was kind of coming toward the end of the season, so we wanted to make sure we preserved it and were able to get all the flavor out of it before it went by.
Yeah, I really took down the basil. I just kind of hacked whatever I could off there, and so I'm going with new and old and all of it.
Yeah, that's great. And here you are, washing it down real good.
Mm-hmm. You always want to wash it real good when it comes from the garden. You know, little critters sneak in there. And so because this was kind of towards the end of the season, the stems are a little bit rougher, so that's just me taking all the leaves off the stems.
And one good ingredient of a good pesto is some really good cheese. So here is some Parmigiano Reggiano.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just grating it real fine there.
Yeah, I like the microblade. Is that what that's called? Microplane.
Microplane.
Yeah, I like the microplane for all my zesting and my Parmesanian needs.
Microblade, is that eyebrows?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, I don't know why I know that. But anyway, so here you are just putting all the stuff into the blender.
And the recipe we're showing you is kind of like a basic recipe in the little description, whereas this is me clearing out the basil, so the ratios were a bit off, so I had to play around a little here.
Yep, so and you like to use walnuts instead of the classic pine nuts.
I hate pine nuts. They're disgusting. They're foul. They should not exist. I'll do a whole pine nut episode later.
Wow, that sounds scary. Let's try to avoid that. But here you are putting in the garlic, right?
Yep, fresh garlic. And I like to use the garlic press in this instance because when you use the garlic press, you get all the oils from the garlic and nothing's left on a cutting board.
And this...
That's my lemon.
Yep, this lemon is really juicy here, which is awesome. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's so weird when you get those weird dry ones. I don't like that.
And a good amount of black pepper. And then here... put in some salt, and this first round was a little bit salty, but we show you how to fix that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone the full second half teaspoon, but I went for it. It was a lot of basil.
But this is cool, so you can see, like, even if you make something that's on the saltier side, you can still fix it without having to get rid of it.
That's the nice thing about cooking. You can almost always fix it. Baking, you don't get a second chance.
That's true. So this is a pretty cool shot here, just up close, seeing all the ingredients coming together in that bright green color.
Yeah, I love the color of pesto. I think that's like my favorite color. Like I would paint a whole house that color.
You did, you painted a whole wall that color in the kitchen.
I said house, not wall.
Oh, okay. So here is the consistency you're looking for, and it's always important to taste it. So here we tasted it. It was good, but it was just a little bit on the salty side. So the way that we fixed that was more herbs, more garlic, a little bit more olive oil, and a little bit more lemon juice.
Yeah, just a little bit of everything except for the Parmesan, because that would have just added more salt.
Yeah, good point. So then just blend it up again with all the added ingredients and taste test again.
And you're kind of looking, I would say, for like a thin hummus sort of texture here. Some people like theirs really oily, but when you store it, you're going to freeze it and then you're going to reheat it, so you're going to use more oil. So that's why I keep mine a little thick.
Yep, nice bright green color there. And here we were going to make some for dinner, so we'll show you a good way to use the pesto. But we wanted to save a good amount too, so a good way to save it is in ice cube trays.
Yeah, but not these ice cube trays.
No, these ice cube trays we got from like Big Lots. They were the only ones we could find there, and you're better off just going with the classic rectangle shaped ones from like the dollar store. You can get bigger cubes, and this ice cube tray broke when we were taking the ice cubes out of it, so that didn't work.
Yeah, not only did it break, but we like broke our thumbs trying to get the little ice cubes out. It was brutal.
So here we're grilling up some chicken for our pesto pasta dinner.
And you can use shrimp. You could use probably like a white fish.
Yeah.
Pork, maybe?
You could use pork, or you could just do, just pasta with pesto and cheese would be awesome.
It would be awesome, that's true.
So here we're just cutting up the chicken. Nice and tender and smoky from the grill.
This was just one breast that I butterflied real quick. And I wanted a nice even chop on it.
Yep, little bite-sized pieces for the dinner.
Yeah, you gotta make it bite-sized so you can just eat this stuff, inhale it.
Yep. And then the chicken just gets added to the pasta. And that's the best part. When you have the pesto already made or in the freezer, you can add the cubes to whatever recipe you're doing. Just add a few cubes and it melts right down. Here it was fresh, but it tastes almost the same coming out of the freezer.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it changes.
No, it's like magic.
Also, if you have a little like bone-in thigh, slip a little cube underneath the skin, bake it. Ooh, that's good.
That's a great idea. Ooh, this would be good on a sandwich too. I just thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like even just like a turkey sandwich or something. Delicious. And here we get the up-close shot here.
Oh, here's a trick. You want to make sure you get the pasta with the ridges.
Pasta with the ridges. You heard it here first.